Hello students, welcome back. In the last session we were discussing about tkinter widgets. In that we have discussed some of the widgets of tkinter module. The widgets which we have discussed in the last session were frame, label, list box, message, radio button and scale widget. In today's session, we'll continue our discussion of tkinter widgets and we will discuss some more widgets of tkinter module. So let's start. Okay, the first widget which we will discuss today is the scroll bar widget. As we know about scroll bars are used to scroll other widgets vertically or horizontally. If the contents of a particular widget exceeds the viewing boundary, then that content may not be visible to the user. And to make it visible to the user, we can use a widget called as scroll bar. So using scroll bar, the content can be scrolled vertically or horizontally. You have seen certain application which makes use of the scroll bar widget, like in case of your MS Office application. If you type some paragraphs in the MS Office, you need to scroll down or you need to scroll up to view the earlier paragraphs or earlier pages. If you create multiple different pages, you cannot view all the pages at the same time. If you want to view one page, you need to scroll up or you need to scroll down, or sometimes even you need to scroll to the left or right. That is, horizontal scrolling is required. So such type of scroll can be created by using tkinter widget, that is scroll bar widget. This widget provides a slide controller that is used to implement vertical scrolled widgets such as list box, text, canvas. Note that you can also create horizontal scroll bars on entry widgets. So we can create vertical scroll bars on the widgets like list box, text and canvas, and horizontal scroll bars can be created on widgets like entry widgets. Now the syntax to create a scroll bar widget, it is simple like the other controls, other widgets. So we have the object w or any other name is equals to scroll bar, then the parameter master and options. Okay, let us go through an example. So in this example, you can see we have initially imported tkinter, then we have created here, you can see we have created the main window. So it will create something like this. Okay, let me show you. It will create a main window. Okay, so it will create a window. So that method tk, it is used to create a top level window, or you can say parent window. Once you have created parent window, you can place other components on the parent window. You can create other components. So the next component which we have created here, you can see we have created a scroll bar. So scroll bar has been created. Okay, and to the scroll bar we are passing root, that is the parent for the scroll bar is root. Means when we add scroll bar needs to be added on the root, that is this panel which is created. Okay, then we are adding the scroll bar here, scroll bar dot pack. So pack method is used to add it, and where we are adding, we are specifying the side, that is equals to right, to the right of the parent we are adding it. And even we have specified one more property, that is fill. Fill y, we have already studied about this. Fill y simply means it should take complete space in y direction, that is vertically. It should take complete space vertically. So scroll bar, that will be added. Now look at this window, how it will be added. So it will be added somewhere here, because as it is specified, it has to be added on the right side. So right side of the main window, and fill is y, that is complete space. Now it is, you can see it is taking complete space on the vertical, it is taking complete space. So it will add something like this, a scroll bar, something like this. Okay, so scroll bar is added. So when we say scroll bar dot pack side right and fill y, you will say something like this on the right side of the main window. Then we are creating a list. You can see my list, list box. To that again we are passing the parent. Again it is the root, the main window. And y scroll command, we have specified some other properties also. Y scroll command is equals to scroll bar dot set. Now y scroll command, that is the property of a list box, and that property we have assigned the value, that is scroll bar dot set. Means when we move the scroll bar, when we change the value of a scroll bar, that is applied to y scroll command. Means where we need to move the content of a list box in y direction. So y scroll, it is used to move the content of a list box vertically. If we want to move the content horizontally, it would be h scroll command, that is horizontal scroll command. So here we want to move the content vertically, that is up and down. So it is y scroll command, and that y scroll command, it is equals to scroll bar dot set. Means when we change the value of scroll bar, the value of y scroll command will also change. Okay, then we have here a for loop. For line in range 100, as you know about range function, this range function will create numbers from 0 to 99, because range 100 simply means 0 to 99, and every time the loop executes, line will have one value beginning with 0. So when I say mylist dot insert, now we have created a list, that is list box, but there is no content in the list box, so we are adding the content here. So mylist dot insert, at the end of a list box, we are inserting, what we are inserting, this is line number and plus concatenation str of line. So what is line here? I told you initially line will have value 0, so that 0 we are converting into string, and we are attaching it to the rest of the string specified in double quotes. So the line would be, this is line number 0 for the first time. When it executes, the loop executes second time, it will be, this is line number 2, 3, 4, like that till 99. We are adding the lines in the my list. Okay, after adding some content in the list box, we are adding the list box on the main container. So mylist dot pack, where we are adding, you can see side is equals to left and fill is equals to both. That means it should take complete space on both the directions. So we are adding a list here on the left hand side, it is set, so we are adding it to the left. Okay, so it will be added something like this. Okay, so and this list contains, as you know, it contains, this is line number 1, this is line number 2, 3, 4, like this. It contains items, that is totally 100 items from 0 to 99, and all the 100 items you cannot see at once, and that is the reason we have added a scroll bar. So when I scroll the scroll bar, even the contents of a list box should be scrolled. Okay, after that we are configuring the scroll bar. So scroll bar dot config command is equals to mylist dot yview. So whenever we click on the scroll bar, it is going to call mylist dot yview. So there is a method called as yview in the list box class. So this is predefined method, we haven't defined this. So whenever we click on the scroll bars, it is going to call the mylist yView method, and what yView does, it simply scrolls the contents of a list box vertically. Again, the amount of scrolling, it depends on where we have clicked on the scroll bar. And lastly, what we have done, we have called main loop. So the program starts execution there, so it will be an infinite loop so that we can see our GUI. Okay, so let me execute and show you the output. Okay, this is our program. Let us execute it. Run module, and you can see the output of this program. As you can see the output, we have a window, the top level window, inside which we have our list box and a scroll bar on the right hand side. If I click on the scroll bar, you can see the content of a list is also scrolled. So we can scroll vertically in y direction by using scroll bars. So as I've said, even it can be used to scroll horizontally as well. For that, we need to add horizontal scroll bars separately. Okay, so this is about the scroll bars, how scroll bars can be created in Python. Okay, let us look at the next widget. The next widget, it is text widget. So the text widget provide advanced capabilities that allow you to edit a multi-line text. And format the way it has to be displayed, such as changing its color and font. You can also use elegant structures like tabs and marks to locate specific sections of the text and apply changes to those areas. Moreover, you can embed windows, images in the text, because this widget was designed to handle both plain and formatted text. So this is a very advanced widget, and text widget, as you can see here, it can be used to display multi-line text, and the text which is displayed in the text widget can be formatted. Means you can change the color, background color, foreground color of a text. Even you can define certain sections in the text widget which can have a different formatting altogether. So how to create this text widget? Again, the similar syntax needs to be used. W is equals to text, then again master and options. So let us go through an example. Okay, in this program you can see initially we have imported tkinter, then we have created the main window. Again, we have created a main window. After creating the main window, we have created a text widget simply by passing the main root as its parent. Then we are inserting some text inside the text widget. So by using insert method, and again the first command here we are passing as insert, we want to insert something in the text widget. And what we want to insert? We want to insert some text, say hello. Then again we have called the insert method, and we are inserting bye at the end of the text widget. So we have inserted some text in the text widget. Then we are adding the text widget on the main container. After adding the text widget on the main container, we are creating some tags in the text widget. See, as I've said, it is a very advanced type of widget where we can create some sections in the text widget, and those sections can have different formatting. So by using the tags, we can add sections or add tags in the text widget. So this demonstrates how we can add the tags. For that, we have to use a method tag underscore of add. So the widget name dot tag underscore of add, the name of the tag here. So any name can be given. So we have given a name here. Then where this tag starts, this is the starting point and this is the ending point in the text widget. So 1.0 simply means it starts at line number 1, character number 0, and it ends at line number 1, character number 4. So it will create a new tag, new section in the text widget which starts at line number 1, character number 0 to line number 1, character number 4. So one tag we have created. Similarly, we are creating one more tag. Name we have given as start. Then this tag starts from line number 1, column or character number 8 to line 1, character 13. So we have created two different tags in the text widget, and we want to apply some styles to these tags. Okay, so how we can apply styles? So text dot tag config, for that the method is used, that is tag config. To that we need to pass the name of a tag which we have created. So I want to apply some formatting to here tag which we have created here. Okay, so what formatting we are applying? We are applying the background, that is background color. So background color for that tag we want it as yellow, and even foreground color we are applying, so foreground color should be blue. Okay, so first tag has this formatting details, and similar way we are applying formatting details to the second tag which we have created. The name is start, to which the background is black and foreground is green. And then we are executing our program. So let me execute and show you the output of this program to you. Next widget is top level widget. So top level widget, it is used to create the parent container. See how we have created a main container or a main window by calling a method top. So by calling a method, calling a method tk, we have created our main or parent window. If we want to open one more parent window, one more top level window, we can open it or we can create it by using a class called as top level. So top level widget works as a windows that are directly managed by the window manager. They do not necessarily have a parent widget. So top level do not necessarily have a parent widget. They can be independent on top of them. Your application can use any number of top level windows. So application can contain any number of top level windows. So how to create it? Simple. The same method, the class top level, and the parameters changes here. As there is no parent for top level, there is no need to have a parameter that is master here. So directly we can have any number of options. So there is no parameter master, so we have only options. Okay, let us go through a simple example. So we have imported tkinter, then we have created the main parent window. When we call a method tk, it will create a parent window like this. It will create a parent window, and then we have created again top is equals to top level. So one more parent window we are creating, so it will create one more parent window. It will create one more parent window, something like this, when we say top level, and then we are directly executing the main loop. So we will see something like this. We will have two top level windows. So we can have any number of top level windows and we can design our GUI on each of this. So each of this top level windows can contain other widgets on it. Okay, let us see the output, execute and go through the output. Okay, this is a program. Let me execute it. Now you can see there are two top level windows now, one which is created by calling a method tk, another which is created by calling creating an object of top level class. So like this we can create any number of top level windows and each of these windows can have different GUIs on it. Okay, this is about top level. The next widget is the Spinbox widget. Now the Spinbox widget, it is the variant of the standard entry widget, which can be used to select from the fixed number of values. So Spinbox widget, as the name suggests, it simply switches from one value to another value. So we have some set of values for it, fixed number of values, and we can change these values by clicking on the up and down arrows which are provided with the widget. Okay, how to create it? Simply use Spinbox class and pass master and options. So let us go through an example. Okay, so first create a top level window, then create a Spinbox. While creating Spinbox, main pass the parent. Two important parameters which needs to pass are from the starting value, that is 0, to the ending value, that is 10. So Spinbox can take any value between 0 to 10. So meaning of this is Spinbox can take any value between 0 to 10. So let me execute and show it to you. Okay, let me copy this code. Okay, here I have pasted it already. So let us execute this. You can see here, so we have created a Spinbox. Spinbox looks something like this, and initial value you can see it is 0. I can increment the value. You can see I'm able to increment the value, and the maximum value it is 10 because we have specified 2 as 10. And if I increment that, if I increase this 2 level to 20, now you can see. Okay, let us execute it again. Okay, so now you can see it will have any value between 0 to 20. So we can create such type of widgets in Python, and this widget is called as Spinbox widget. Okay, with this we will stop here today. We'll continue our discussion of widgets even in the next session. We'll stop here. Thank you.